Some people think the government can help you. Let me tell you something. The government is a human being just like you. And they'll die one day. And if they don't have Jesus Christ in their life, they'll go to hell. Can I make that clear? And even me, if I sin, if I'm far away from God, I'll go to hell. That is the truth. I'm not exempt. If I live a life that is not pleasing to God, I will go to hell. Just because I'm preaching in the city of London doesn't exclude me. Even we, the teachers, will have a stricter judgment. That is why we speak the truth. Because somebody has to know. Because on that day, you remember this crazy person that was preaching to you. Because God will show you, like a movie in heaven, He will show it to you that this particular day, there was a man in the city of Notre Dame, the crazy man that was preaching, and you refused to listen. Some people think your money can save you. Some people think education can take you to heaven. Some people think your relationship can take you to heaven. Some people think that education, your relationship, money, your job can take you to heaven. Let me tell you something. Can I ask you a question? When you die, where would education be? When you die, where would your money be? When you die, where would your education be? Where would your money be? Where would your job be? When you die, where would the houses be? Where would your qualification be? If your qualification is so important, if your money is so important, when you die, where would it be? Still needed. But there's something more important. You need money, but what is more important is your soul. Your soul is important to God. Where you end up in after death is important. Otherwise, Jesus Christ wouldn't have come. He wouldn't have died on the cross the way he did. He wouldn't have shed blood on the cross the way he did. Jesus Christ was beaten all day long. They beat him despite him because of sin. Because he had to carry the sins of the world upon his shoulders to pay the punishment for sin once and for all. That is why when we come to Jesus Christ, we're not condemned, but we're forgiven and loved of God. There's no shame in you when you come to Jesus. And so many people make, when people say, people call this thing, you always know this verse in the Bible. It says, ye that are without sin, cast the first stone. There was a woman that was caught in adultery in the Bible. And according to the Jewish tradition, she had to be stoned to death. It is so important to understand it. It is very important to understand who Jesus Christ is. It is so important to understand. Because after everything you have been through in life, what have you got? You got nothing. Because when you die, what have you got? Because you leave your money on the earth, you leave your relationship on the earth, even when you die, have you noticed something? You'll be buried in one coffin. You won't be buried with your wife.
Nothing. Nothing. My grandma's better than my granddad. It's the same one.
A majority.
It's on your breeze.
Oh, yeah. When you go to the grave, you are buried in a coffin. Only you will be buried in a coffin. The same way, only you will stand for Jesus. On the day of judgment, you alone will stand for Jesus Christ. You won't be standing with your husband or your wife. You alone will be standing there. And God will show you every single thing you've done on the earth. And on that day, if you have not had a relationship with Jesus Christ, if you have not accepted Jesus Christ as your Lord and personal Savior, let me tell you something, not enough. You won't enter into heaven. You won't enter into heaven. And let me tell you, you'll be begging God. You'll be crying to God to let you into heaven. He'll say no. Because you did not have time for Him. And guess what? When you don't have time for Jesus Christ, He won't have time for you. When you don't have time for Jesus Christ, when you refuse to believe in Jesus, when you deny the existence of God, when Jesus Christ is trying to reach out to you and you deny Him, guess what? When you get to heaven, what do you think will happen? He will say, He never knew you. That is what Jesus Christ would say. You know? The same way you have your mom and your dad, you have a relationship with your parents, and it's like you're saying, you don't want nothing. You want nothing to do with your parents. You're born into a family. You're born into a family, you're raised by your mom and your dad. And then you say to your parents, you don't want nothing to do with them. The same way, God is our parent, our Father. And when you say you don't want nothing to do with God, what do you think will happen? When you have nothing to do with God, it's like you won't know Him. And when you don't know Him, He won't allow you to get into heaven.
I have been seized by the demons. They are coming to get me.
Be loosed in Jesus' name.
You're right, guys.
When it comes to the nitty-gritty, when it comes to the reality of life, you're either on Jesus' side or on the devil's side. When it comes to the realness of the life, it is either you're on the devil's side or you're on Jesus' side. Do you know that? Because if you understand who Jesus Christ is, you know.
He was a man who spotted the corruption in the church.
Thank you.
That's what he was.
Because he was not a religious person.
Exactly. He spotted the corruption in it, didn't he? And when he exposed it, they nailed him to a cross for it. Is that right?
That's right.
Yeah. That's the truth, isn't it?
That is why it is so important to understand.
This maniac will, or this horrible will, is a maniac.
There is no mistake when it comes to Jesus. There is no mistake when it comes to Jesus. Don't kid yourself. Don't fool yourself. Let me tell you something. Do not let the devil deceive you. Let me tell you something, not enough. There is no mistake when it comes to Jesus. And I can say this to any other religion, you have a mistake. You have a mistake. And it is not me saying, no. Jesus Christ said, not him something not enough. Jesus Christ said, He is the way. He said He is the truth. And Jesus Christ said, and Jesus Christ said He is the life. Jesus Christ said no one comes to God except through me. And that is why any other religion out there that are trying to get to heaven without Jesus Christ, they're living in a lie. Can I make that clear? That is why they have a problem with Jesus Christ. That is the reason why they have a problem with Jesus. Because Jesus Christ is the mediator between God and man. Jesus Christ came to reconcile the world back to God. That is why He died on the cross. That is why He paid the punishment for sin and He rose again on the third day. That is why when we come to Jesus Christ, we become born of the Spirit of God. We receive the nature of God, which is holiness and righteousness, because no one can, my God. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. The question is, are you pure in heart? And if you're not pure in heart, you cannot see God. You can never have experience with God. You can never have experience with God if you're not pure in heart. Because He sees your motives. He sees your heart. God sees every single thing. Don't fool yourself. Many people will tell me, if God sees everything, and why is there so much evil in the world? Let me tell you something. Evil is the result of sin. Evil in the world is because of sin. It's because of disobedience against God. That is the reason. That is why Jesus Christ came to reconcile us back to God. Sin is the problem. Sin is the problem in the world. And you know what I'm speaking about. You know what I'm speaking about, not enough. Sin is the problem. That is why the antidote is Jesus Christ. The answer to sin is Jesus. The freedom from sin is Jesus Christ. The freedom from condemnation is Jesus Christ. The answer to your life is Jesus. But when you begin to believe in Jesus, the Bible says all things are possible to them that believe. All things are possible to them that believe in Jesus Christ. That is why He came. And when Jesus Christ came, He said it's very important that I will go and I will send you the Comforter. And He will direct you into all truth. And that is why the Comforter is the Spirit of God that fills our lives, that is in our lives, that lives in our lives, that enables us to know the will of God. That is why people don't know God, because they don't have the Spirit of God. People don't know God because they don't have the Spirit of God. That is why it is so important. It is so important to know Jesus. Because without Jesus, you're kidding. You're living in a lie. You will enter into heaven. You can debate, you can argue, you can debate all day long. You can argue, you can debate, you can say every single thing you want to say. Let me tell you something right now. Without Jesus Christ, you won't enter into heaven. There's so many religious people out there that want to debate. Christ. There is no debate. Why? Because he is the truth. And when you know the truth, there is no debate. There's no question about it. There's no doubt about it. You see, what debate is because you don't know. And you're trying to prove a point. That is what debate actually is. Because when you're debating somebody, you're trying to disprove what you believe. When you're debating somebody, they don't know what they're saying. Don't be scared. It's Jesus. But when you know the truth, when you really know the truth, you don't have to debate nobody. Jesus Christ did not come to debate nobody. Why did Jesus Christ debate anybody? We human beings, we wanna show that we're intelligent. We wanna prove a point. We think we're wiser than God. But let me tell you something. Nobody's wiser than Jesus Christ. Nobody's more intelligent than Jesus Christ. You may be even Einstein. You're not intelligent than Jesus. Jesus Christ said he is the Alpha and the Omega, the first and the last, the beginning and the end. What does that mean? It means he was there from the very beginning of creation and even before creation. That is why when you read the Bible, you see shadows and types of Christ, and it comes to the New Testament as the fulfillment of the things to come. That is why there's a problem when people say that the Bible is corrupted. There's a problem when religious people say that the Bible is corrupted. But when you look at Genesis, Exodus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, it speaks about Jesus. Did you know that? Do you know
No
Jesus?
such thing, mate. No
Do you know
such thing.
Jesus?
No such thing.
I feel sorry for you.
Show me.
I feel sorry for you. Let me tell you something. People say that the Bible is corrupted. Let me tell you something. When you look at the genealogy of the children of Adam, when you begin to translate the meaning of the children of Adam, you find Jesus is in that word. And I did not even know this for many years. I did not even know this for many years. When you begin to translate the sons of Adam, the children of Adam, you will see Jesus in there. Now that is why when they say that the Bible is corrupted, you are a liar. You're a big liar. Because Jesus was even in Genesis. He was in the very beginning. So that is why when they say Jesus Christ is just a prophet, that is a lie. They got no idea of who Jesus Christ is. When they say Jesus Christ is not the Son of God, that is a lie. Because if you're filled with the Spirit of God, you become a son of God. My God. Did you know that, religious people? When you receive the Spirit of God, you become a son of God. It's a title. My God. There is a difference. There is a difference, my God, when you know Jesus. When you know Jesus Christ, there is a difference. When you know Jesus Christ. When you know Jesus for real, you know what he likes and what he does dislike. When you know Jesus, you know God. For real. Not some cool thing you watch on the media. But he loves you anyway. Jesus loves you. Some people have got the idea that Jesus Christ is a religious person. How possible? How possible not enough? How possible? But you've got no idea. You've got no idea who Jesus Christ is. If you knew who Jesus Christ is, my God, you'll be running to him. You'll be saying, Jesus Christ, I want to know you for myself. You want to experience the awesome relationship in Christ Jesus. If you really understand who Jesus Christ is, the Bible says Jesus Christ is the Prince of Peace. And even in today's world, where is the peace? We go through life, where is the peace? There's so many things happening in the world. Where is the peace? But the Bible says that Jesus Christ is the Prince of Peace. And yet, when things begin to happen, you blame God, but you don't have nothing to do with God. It does not make no sense. it.